Hello, this is Claire, and we're looking at an offer that a furniture retailer has made our three friends who are moving into a house. The offer is 6 months interest free. So this is very luring because you can reduce the amount you've borrowed, the principal, for 6 months, and then after that you pay 25.9% on a reduced balance. The terms and conditions are that you need to spend more than $750. You need to pay it back in 2 years or more. So that means that they will earn some money from the deal, and the repayments need to be monthly. So what they've decided to buy are 3 single beds, $299 each, 1 couch and table and chairs, and they've added that up. So 3 times 299 plus the balance for the couch and the table and chairs is 1,985. So that's definitely above 750. So they can use this deal. They decide to pay it back in 2 years, which is the smallest amount of time, and they'll definitely pay monthly repayments. So in 2 years, there are 2 times 12 months, which is 24 months. Let's look at what their repayments will be during the 6 months interest free. So the amount is 1985, and you're going to divide that by 24. So we'll divide that by 24. And that's $82, and we need to round that 7.708, so that 8 will round up to 71 cents. So that's the amount they need to divide by 3. So if you divide that by 3, that's not a great deal to pay back per month, and they think they can manage that. So let's just divide it by 3. So they'll be paying about 27.57 cents. So $27.57 each. That looks like a reasonable amount. So they decide to go with that. Okay, so let's have a look how much they owe at the end of 6 months. So the amount they borrowed originally was $1,885, and they're going to subtract the amount they've repaid, which will be 6 multiplied by 82.71. So on your calculator, 1985 subtract 6 times 82.71, enter. So they now owe, after 6 months, $1,488.74. Well, now they're going to need to start paying interest. So you use the simple interest formula for this, which is interest equals the amount they've borrowed, which will be the principal, multiplied by the interest rate as a percentage, multiplied by how many years they're going to have this loan for, and divide it by 100. So it's 1,488.74. That's the amount they owe now. And multiply that by the interest rate, which is 25.9%. So it's written as a percentage, 25.9%. Now, they've already paid for 6 months, so they owe money for 1.5 years, so that's 1.5. So that needs to be put in years, and that's a bit tricky. So have to watch that with the simple interest formula, and then divide by 100. Now that can go straight into your calculator. So we've already got the first figure in, so multiplying that by 25.9, multiplied by 1.5 and divide by 100. which converts the percentage to a decimal. So the amount they owe is 578.375 ... Don't round off in the middle of a calculation. That's the amount of interest. So we do need to find the total amount. So it's going to be interest plus the principal, and that's the principal there. So we'll add that to, so add 1488.74. So that is how much they owe, $2,067 and 0.11549. So don't round off in the middle of that calculation. That's the amount they owe, which is actually more than they originally spent. But of course you'd expect it to be more, except you have actually paid off some. So it's a little confounding. It does seem a lot more. So let's keep on working with this problem and find out how much they end up paying after the 6 months interest free. So their repayments after they've had their 6 months interest free, they've paid off 6 months of them. So how many more do they have left? So 1.5 years is 18 months. So they've got 18 more months to pay this off. So let's put the amount down, 67.1159 divided by 18 months. Let's divide that by 18. So divide by 18 months. So they're ending up paying $114 and 0.8397. If you rounded that up, it would be $114.84 per month, but they are sharing it 3 ways. So we'll divide that by 3. So they're paying $38.28 each per month, which seems manageable. And so they're all pretty convinced this is going all right. Okay, so let's have a look at this loan though, because the interest rate stated 25.9 is what we call a nominal interest rate. It's actually what's stated, but there is the effective rate, the effective compound interest rate is what you actually are paying for this loan. So the effective interest rate formula is R effective. The interest rate that you are effectively paying for this is 1 plus the nominal rate, over 100 raised to the power of how many loan repayments they are, and 100 is multiplied by the number of loan repayments there are in a year, and then you subtract the 1 to convert it back to the interest rate, and then multiply it by 100 to express it as a percentage. So this formula here, we're going to look to analyse this. So the nominal rate is 25.9%. N is the number of times you pay the interest in a year. So we're paying monthly, which is 12. So that's all the information we need to put into this formula to analyse the loan, just to see what we actually are paying. So this is the effective interest rate. So let's put these values in. So the interest rate which we are effectively paying is 1 plus 25.9 divided by 100 multiplied by n, raised, oops, I forgot to write 12 there, sorry, raised to the power of 12 minus 1, and then all multiplied by 100. So let's have a look and see what we actually are getting here. So we'll start off, clear the calculator, getting ready for this big calculation. Okay, so 25.9 divided by 100 multiplied by 12. So divided by 100 multiplied by 12 is 1,200. Enter. So add 1 to that. And now we're going to raise this to a power of 12. So raising it to the power of 12, I might put some brackets on this. This is a pretty old calculator. If I can just get that bracket in there, bracket, and bracket, and up here we're going to raise it to the power of 12, enter. Now subtract 1, which brings it back to an interest rate, and then multiply it by 100, which converts it to a percentage. So it actually is 29.2%. So that's the effective interest rate. So even though you've been given 6 months interest free and you think that you're actually saving a lot of money, in fact, you're paying nearly 1/3 in interest, which is a very high rate and certainly unacceptable. So even though you had some attractive terms, that's the nominal interest rate. What you are effectively paying is 29.2%, which is definitely unacceptable. Okay, thanks for your attention, and I'll see you soon, hopefully back in the classroom. Bye for now.